On today's video, we're going to talk about my experience working at the world's largest music festival, that's Summerfest in Milwaukee, starting right now. Hello everybody, my name is Perry. I'm a nightlife security professional as well as a director of security at a large Phoenix nightclub. And if you're new to the channel, here on BouncerTips we talk about tips, tricks, and we talk about the tools that we use here in the nightlife security industry. We also do profiles on nightclubs, concert venues, as well as large festivals. If this is the type of content you're interested in, please make sure you consider hitting that subscribe button. Also make sure you hit that little notification bell so you can join our notification squad. This past month, I was given the opportunity to work security at Summerfest, which is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Summerfest in Milwaukee is dubbed the world's largest music festival and received the Guinness recognition for that in 1999. So what makes Milwaukee Summerfest the world's largest music festival? It runs 11 days, has 11 stages, and over 800 musical acts. The festival is an annual event in Milwaukee, and last year they celebrated their 50th anniversary. The festival is wildly popular in the Midwest region of the United States and draws from all over the area. Over their 11-day run, they'll entertain hundreds of thousands of people. It's held in the 75-acre Henry Meyer Festival Park, which was designated for Summerfest and all of Milwaukee's ethnic festivals. Milwaukee is known as the City of Festivals, so there's a lot of them. And during Summerfest, it's not uncommon that 75-acre piece of land becomes the third largest city in the state of Wisconsin during the festival, just behind Milwaukee and Madison. The attendance population puts it near the size of the city of Green Bay, which is the home of the Green Bay Packers. So it's needless to say that this is a large festival and it needs a large security staff to make sure that it runs smoothly and people are safe. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about the planning, the coordination, and all the elements that come together to put a festival the size of Summerfest on. So come with me as we talk about Summerfest. So my Summerfest experience started with me driving from Arizona all the way to Wisconsin, which is 1,800 miles. It took me 27 hours to drive, and I did have a minor delay in the great state of Illinois. Thanks, Illinois State Police. So immediately upon my arrival in the city of Milwaukee, I had to attend several training courses for the Summerfest itself. Summerfest provides training to all of its security staff in areas such as self-defense, as well as escorting techniques, and all security staff must be certified in these areas. What makes Summerfest in Milwaukee so unique is it actually hires its own security staff internally rather than using the large event security firms that are so common around other festivals around the country. They interview, assign, and train each individual for their specific role inside the park. Some of the roles that Summerfest security is responsible for is traffic and transportation, in and out of the park, artist, stage, and pit security, for screening patrons and doing bag checks, and also securing all the gates of entry throughout the park, as well as the grounds overall, protecting the patrons, the vendors, and all of the other things that come together to make Summerfest one of the United States and the world's premier music festivals. Because of my previous experience and my knowledge of the security industry, I was assigned to a special part of the grounds crew called an ERT team. ERT stands for Emergency Response Team. The role of the ERT is to secure a certain area or perimeter within the park, similar to how a beat cop would patrol a certain area of a city. The ERT teams are tasked with also helping out the bar managers validate IDs, patrol the crowd for underage drinkers, responding to patrons in distress or having medical issues. The ERT teams are also responsible for entering the crowd and extracting unruly guests. Summerfest works closely with the City of Milwaukee Police Department, who assigns officers to specific areas just like the ERT teams, and the ERT teams are a force multiplier for the police department, allowing them to not tie up so many resources. As I mentioned, they celebrated their 50th anniversary last year. With so many years of experience underneath their belt, Summerfest has fine-tuned a lot of the areas that are problems at other festivals. For example, for medical emergencies, the festival has built what would be essentially an urgent care facility, with trained EMTs, doctors, and nurses on staff during the festival. They also partner with a major ambulance service that does actual response throughout the whole park using golf carts as mini mobile ambulances. Along with first aid facilities, they've also incorporated things like lost children's areas, handicap accessible wellness and respite center, as well as a state-of-the-art communications hub to dispatch calls throughout the park to the different units on the scene. And the communications hub is actually staffed by people that are dispatchers in the law enforcement field. And those dispatchers are in constant communication with Milwaukee Police Department, Summerfest Security, as well as medical services, and also law enforcement at the local and national level. For me, Summerfest was a great opportunity to get out of my normal routine in the nightclub setting. It also gave me an opportunity to see some great performances from people like Alesso, Marshmello, as well as Kesha, and those were just to name a few that were in my area. Working Summerfest security was a great fit for me because of my love of music, as well as it gave me an opportunity to use some of the skills that I've acquired over the years, even though the underagers that I came across and took their fake IDs won't agree. But Summerfest gave me an opportunity to show off some of the things that are out there for people that work in the nightlife security industry to branch out a little bit and try some other things. Here on BouncerTips, I want to inspire and encourage people in the nightlife security industry to branch out and try some different events because it can add to your contact list, it can improve your skills, and also improve your value in the nightlife security industry. Summerfest in Milwaukee was a great time for me and an awesome learning experience. If you live in the upper Midwest and you think you might like to apply for Summerfest next year, I'll leave a link in the description below so you can get in contact with their HR department. If you want more information or content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button right there. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to know more about the industry, click this link right here, and you've just been taken beyond the rope.